Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to match number 54 of the ICCA Arabian Cricket League 2024. We're in towards the last stages of the league stage of this Arabian Cricket League, and it's going to be another very good encounter coming our way. The Dubai Wanderers will be taking on the 7 Districts Juniors. Well, without wasting further time, let's go straight out to the centre, where Samir Yunus is with the 2 captains for the toss.
It's toss time here at the ICC Academy. Another encounter coming up of the Arabian Cricket League 2024. I've got the 2 teams alongside me, 7 District Juniors. The skipper Zainullah Zain here and Danny Pawson, the skipper of Dubai Wanderers. And of course we have, as always, our match referee, Mr. Iftikhar Ali. We've got Zainullah, who's going to flip the coin. Is that right? Tails is the call.
Just tip.
Won the toss. What's the plan then?
We're going to bowl first tonight.
Reason for that is?
Look, it's always been our strength as batting second, so we like to keep it that way.
Must-win game for you to stay alive and be sure of that qualification. How's the mood in the camp? Boys feeling confident?
Yeah, the boys are up. Obviously, we had a tough week with 4 games in 7 days, so we've had a nice little break and now we're refreshed, ready to go again.
You've seen the first game, high-scoring one. What's the idea of an ideal score here?
Look, I mean, we're not really fussed about scores. We always know that if we want to win games, we've got to score more than the opposition. So we know we've got to bowl well, restrict, and then knock off whatever we can.
Go well. Wish you good luck.
Thank you very much.
जैन टॉस जीते तो क्या प्लान था?
बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। हम लोग अगर टॉस जीते तो आज पहले बैटिंग ही करते, तो ये हमारे लिए अच्छी बात हुई है कि वो लोग टॉस जीत के बॉलिंग कर रहे हैं पहले।
ज़रूरी मैच है आपके लिए भी, दोनों टीम बराबर की जगह में है पॉइंट्स टेबल में। इस मैच में प्रिपरेशन के लिए लड़कों से क्या बात हुई है कि आपको क्या चीज़ें सही करनी है पिछले मैच से, मिस्टेक से बेहतर?
देखिए लास्ट मैच जैसे हम लोग को देखा जाए, मतलब लास्ट 2-3 दिन से हम लोग अच्छी टीम के ख़िलाफ़ खेल रहे हैं और अच्छे मैचेस हम लोगों ने जीते हैं। लास्ट मैच हम लोग फ्यूचर मैट्रेस से जीते हैं, उससे पहले यहाँ पर हम लोग अली फार्मा से जीते हैं। तो लड़के काफ़ी ज़्यादा, एक तो जेल हुए हैं, दूसरा बहुत ज़्यादा कॉन्फिडेंस में है, मतलब अच्छे मूड में है। सब लोग की फॉर्म वापस आ गई है माशाल्लाह से। सब लोग मतलब कॉन्फिडेंस के साथ खेल रहे हैं। स्टार्टिंग में थोड़ा सा मुश्किल था, नई टीम थी, अब माशाल्लाह से सब लोग जेल हो गए और फिर जेल होने के बाद हम लोग अच्छे मैचेस भी जीते हैं। एक बड़ी टीमों के ख़िलाफ़ हम लोग जीते हैं, तो कोशिश करेंगे मतलब जीते हुए मैच में भी जो गलतियाँ की है वो नहीं दोहराएंगे, जो अच्छी चीज़ है बस उसके साथ जाएंगे।
उम्मीद करते हैं कि ये मैच भी आपके लिए अच्छा रहेगा। All the best. That's the news then from the centre. The men in pink, Dubai Wanderers, they've won the toss and they want to bowl first here at the ICC Academy.
Well, so there you have it. Samir Yunus with the captains. The Wanderers winning the toss and electing to bowl first. So this is the playing 11 for both teams. The 7 District Juniors. Right at the top there, Zainullah Khan, the skipper, with Hassan Isakhir, Ahmed Tariq, Ammar Badami, Atar Rahman, Mohammad Aftab Javed, Nurullah Ayubi, Dhruv Parshar, Sayyid Suleiman Haider, Haris Khan and Zainullah Rahmani. Well, now let's have a quick look at the... Let's have a look at the Wanderers. Kamran Shaheen right at the top with Kleinberg and Shaw. Big Berkey. Kobe Hoft, Danny Pawson, Aaron Lilly, Abdullah Kayani, Aaron Wright, Jack Luffman, the chairman of the Wanderers, Will Parkinson, Ben Wilgos and Avinash Karya makes the playing 11 for the Wanderers. Well, so here we go. We're just about to start the proceedings of match number 54. The Dubai Wanderers, they've been blowing hot and cold in the tournament. They certainly won a victory tonight. Here's ball number 1. And straight away gets an outside edge on the occasion. Good delivery to start up with. Skipper Danny Pawson going up straight away with some spin, bringing Aaron Wright to open the proceedings from the ICC Academy end. Aaron Wright, very, very steady spin bowler. Can certainly get the ball to skid as well off the pitch. So maybe a very interesting ploy. So first run is on the board for the 7 Districts Juniors. They've won a couple of games, the 7 Districts Juniors. A victory against the Ali Farmer. The previous game certainly would have done a world of confidence to this young side. They'll want to carry those positives. It's always a good feeling to get some victories under your belt. Two runs on the board. Both batters now off the mark, Hassan and Zainullah Khan. Flighted, and goodness gracious, that was mighty close to that off stump. The wicket keeper Ben Wilgoss, one of the quickest hands as far as wicket keepers are concerned here. The domestic circuit is this young man. I'd not say young, I beg your pardon, Ben Wilgoss, but he certainly is very, very quick. One of the best glovemans going around here in the UAE. It's been a good over here by Aaron Wright. 2 runs of the first 4 balls. Keeping things nice and tight. Not giving too much room for the batters to freeze arms. Flighted this time. He goes hard. Goes down the ground. And he's got all of it. That's landed on top of the ICC panels. And what a way to register your first boundary of the innings. That's a magnificent shot. Out to the middle of the bat, and he absolutely cocked that. Brilliant shot there by Zainullah Khan. First boundary for the 7 Districts Juniors, and it's a massive 6 down the ground. Well, this is cute, and an opportunity to a short fine leg, and he just somehow was not able to get to it. However, first over done and dusted. An eventful first over. 8 runs on the board for the 7 Districts Juniors. Well, this is going to be an absolute must-win game for the Wanderers if they are to have their hopes alive in the tournament. Right now, with 3 victories in 6 games, they are in the number 4 position. The 7 districts have played out their games, so 7 games and 4 wins for them. Karwan CC right at the top with 6 games and 5 victories. The Vision Shipping with 6 games and 5 victories as well. So both of them right at the top, first and second position. Dubai Wanderers with 3 wins. So they'll need to, if they can win the next 2 games, they certainly will make a strong case for themselves here. Kamran Shaheen into the attack. So the skipper, Danny Pawson, has decided to go with a combination of fast ball and fast and spin on either ends. So the top 4 in the table do qualify, but the Wanderers have got to make sure that they win this, and they win this handsomely if they are to stay in the race. Oh, good delivery on that occasion. An inside edge onto the pads. Kamran Shaheen can certainly generate some pace and get the ball moving as well. I'm sure after that 6 of that previous over from Aaron Wright, I'm not sure if they will consider getting a spin, but in this occasion now it's Hassan who joins the party with a 6 over mid-off. That was a brilliant shot, absolutely magnificent. Just look at that, getting to the pitch of the ball and hitting it all the way for a maximum. So they've still yet to score a 4, but they've already got 2 sixes under their account, the 7 Districts Juniors. They'll be happy with this start. They'll want to make sure that they go on and provide a good start for their team. 16 for no loss now. 2 more balls to go in the over. Nicely played off the back foot. That's beautiful. What a shot there from Hassan. That was absolute class. Class personified, to say the least. Just look at that. Look at that for composure. Oh, that is just a pleasure to watch. If you are a true cricket lover, you certainly would enjoy shots like that. Not trying to hit the ball too hard. Proper cricketing shot, getting on top of the ball, high arm, making sure you place it into the gap. And he follows that boundary with a single down to mid-on to end the over. So expensive start here by Kamran. 13 runs coming off his first over. The 7 Districts Juniors 21 for no loss after 2. So 21 for no loss. Starts off with a wide delivery outside off stump. Danny Pawson bringing himself into the attack. Just a 1 over spell for spin by Aaron Wright. And Danny Pawson says, well, that's enough for the power play. Let's get our pace bowlers back in. This is pulled behind square. That's running away towards that boundary. Gets a boundary. So, well, Hassan has certainly made his intentions very clear. He's had a magnificent start. What a start this has been for the 7 Districts. The runs are coming thick and fast. And this is certainly exactly what the doctor ordered. Hassan Isa Khil will be happy with how things have panned out so far. Once again, this is outside off stump. There's a field in the deeper sweeper cover. Cuts it off. So 25 for no loss. It's been a very good start here by these youngsters. Oh, that's another very good shot again. The sweeper cover very busy in the short start so far in 2.4 overs. They've been very, very busy out there. Oh, that's got the bottom edge. It's flying down just over the reach of the fielder. It shot the deep third man. And in fact, that's carried all the way. Well, the bats these days, well, they do back some serious punch, I'll tell you. That was a regulation bottom edge, and back in the day, maybe 15, 20 years ago, that would have lobbied straight down towards the short third man fielder. But this one, this went a long way, cleared the field with ease and went for a maximum. Last ball of the 13th. Bit of control this time in that. So an expensive start by the skipper. 13 runs come off his first over. 3 overs done. 7 Districts are off to a flyer. 34 for no loss. Oh, that's close. That's very, very close. Kamran Shaheen with a good delivery that jacked back into the right-hander. But maybe the umpire feels that was perhaps jagging a bit too much. And I think, yes, it is a good decision. That was missing the leg stump, and also the height factor may have also come into play. Good delivery there by Kamran Shaheen. He's a thinking bowler. He certainly can trouble and perhaps surprise the batters with those jaggers that suddenly can come into you. Oh, this is played over the fielder and gets a boundary towards that gully region. Once again, Hassan Isakhil in full control. Just look at that. Relying on the pace of the bowler to carry it over the fielder. Great placement, great timing. And he's been absolutely magnificent from the moment he's walked out to bat, Hassan. 30 or 14 now. He's striking at 200 plus at this stage now. 7 district juniors, 38 for no loss. Kamran Shaheen. He will be searching for a wicket. This is flicked off the pads over the field once again. Hassan Isakhil is playing a magnificent knock here. Boundary after boundary. And he's just showed us exactly what he's capable of. A proper 360 player playing to all parts of the ground. And he's making look batting so easy out there. It's absolute class. And such a pleasure to watch this man. 34 of 15. The 7 districts juniors, they are off to a rollicking start now. Kamran Shaheen under pressure. Consecutive boundaries coming off his over so far. The 7 districts, well, what a start this is. At the start of the game, the Wanderers would certainly have believed that they might be the hot favourites going into the game. Well, now I'm sure all those doubts have been put to rest. Still early times, but with shots like this, well, you cannot complain, isn't it? Good effort there in the deep. Keep it down to a couple of runs. I think the umpire wants to just double check, just to make sure if the fielder did manage to keep it in play. Great effort there. I think that was well, in fact, I was just being given 2 runs. So great work by the fielder there in the deep. Save a couple of runs for his team. 44 on the board now, 44 for no loss. Hassan on 36 of 17. Quick single in this on this occasion. This is very good batsmanship. Certainly mixing aggression with smart cricket here. 4 overs done, 45 for no loss. Alright, so it's 45 for no loss, and Abdullah Kayani comes into the attack and straight away strikes with a jaffer of a delivery. Hassan Isakhil has to depart. A huge wicket under the circumstances. He's been the man who's been certainly causing a lot of headaches for the Wanderers, and Abdullah Kayani makes it look very easy. First ball into the right-hander. Hassan Isakhil playing all over it and gets bowled comprehensively. Abdullah Kayani strikes on the very first ball, and Hassan Isakhil, after a belligerent, breezy 37 of 18 deliveries, has to make the long walk back. The 7 Districts Juniors lose their first wicket. A good stand of 45 comes to an end. It's 45 for 1. So 45 for 1. Ahmed Tariq comes in to bat at number 3. The 7 Districts Juniors, they'll be extremely disappointed after that dismissal. A huge wicket. Abdullah Kayani. Finding breakthrough for the Dubai Wanderers. 4.2 overs now, 45 runs on the board. Now after the fall of the wicket, once again they'll need to find a way to perhaps restart. Got to find the new batter walking in. It'll take some time to settle. We want to get a sighter in first. That is the opportunity for the Wanderers perhaps to bring in some quiet overs, bring that pressure up, and maybe try and squeeze in another wicket or two here. Abdullah Kayani certainly has done that. Wicket and 3 dot balls. So Ahmed Tariq off the mark. Huge shoes to fill in after the dismissal of Hassan Isakhil, the son of an international superstar, Mohammad Nabi. Hassan Isakhil also represented Afghanistan under 19. Certainly an absolute class. It's a shame the innings was cut short, but thanks to a magnificent delivery by Abdullah Kayani and a very good over, comes to an end. 1 run and a wicket off his first over. 5 overs done. The 7 Districts Juniors 46 for 1. And to take you through to the next 5, it's going to be Samir Yunus.
Thank you, Atik. As 7 District Juniors have got 46 for the loss of 1 in their first 5 overs. Clint Birkinshaw into the attack. Just a 1 over of spin from the academy end, and now we've got pace again as Ahmed Tariq will face the big Berkey. Starts off with a wide down leg side. Bit of a inquiry there. Clint wasn't interested and has been signalled wide by the umpire. The spinners have certainly enjoyed bowling today, that's for sure. Even in the first game, we had Sarfaraz for TVSL picking up a couple of wickets. Then for Ali Farmer, Sohail Ahmed Khan and Dania Liaquat combining to pick up 4 wickets between them. Abdullah Kayani just now with his first ball This time, a bit more interest from Clint. But once again, the umpire, without any hesitation, will confirm that it's a wide. So, starting down the leg side, Clint here. And he's not looking to go full. Both of the deliveries he's bowled have been back off a length. And I think that's been the learning so far, that anything that's been full has been dealt with quite nicely by the batters. So, he's really bending his back here. Unfortunately, the line not too good from Clint Birkinshaw. That's much better. Nice and straight. Once again, back off a length. Ahmed Tariq is not the tallest lads out there, so this bounce will certainly trouble him. And Clint is someone who's big in size. He can certainly punch in some weight into those deliveries. Back off a length again. That seems to be the plan now from the faster bowlers. No more pitching it full, looking for swing. It's about bending your back, getting big on the batter. There you go. Ahmed Tariq just feeling his thumb there. That must have hit him high. Going the old school way here. Dubai Wanderers fast bowlers just intimidating the young batting team that is out there up against the big Berkey that's running in now. This time he's gone over the infield. And that'll trickle away to the boundary. Once again, back of a length, but the width on offer this time was good enough for Ahmed Tariq to get some bat onto that and hit that over point for a boundary. He did well to get the elevation. And despite that spirited chase, that boundary will be conceded by Clint Birkinshaw. So Ahmed Tariq, good reply after a couple of short deliveries from Clint Birkinshaw. And the 50 comes up with that boundary for 7 District Juniors. A good start to them inside the power play. Once again, getting very big on him, hitting him high on the bat, and that can really sting where you are holding the bat. The vibration that comes off of hitting on the top of the bat, that can really get to you. Ahmed Tariq is certainly feeling it out there. It is cold, so never easy when it's coming in at that pace. Right then, last ball of the over. Clint Birkinshaw, no, he's got 2 more. Still keeping it sharp. This is high up in the air. Danny is getting under it, and Danny will hold on to it. So that back of a length idea from Clint Birkinshaw brings him success as Ahmed Tariq looks to go big over mid-on. Cannot clear the fielder. Really bending his back there and forcing Ahmed Tariq to play that shot. And Danny Pawson is one of the safest fielders out there for Dubai Wanderers. The skipper completing a regulation catch. And the second wicket falls for 7 District Juniors. Ahmed Tariq, just a 1 boundary to his name, makes 5 of 9. Caught by Jack Lee. Caught by Jack. Not sure if that's the right one, but a good wicket for Clint Birkinshaw. 52 for 2. Just getting confirmation that it was indeed Jack Luffman who took that catch. Apologies for the confusion. Both him and his skipper do look alike from a distance. Nevertheless, Dubai Wanderers have pulled things back now with these 2 wickets. First of the opening batter, Hassani Sahel, and now the number 3 batter is also back in the hut. Dhruv Parashar in at number 4. And Clint Birkinshaw will probe that back of a length idea against this young team. Successful over, end of the power play, 52 for 2. Abdullah Kayani, wicket on the first ball in his first over. Oh, and he's almost got another one. That has gone through and missed everything. Too good, that delivery from Abdullah Kayani. That'll be 4 byes signalled by the umpire. How about that? He played for the turn and it went through him. Missed the bat, missed the pads, missed the keeper and trickled away for a boundary. Abdullah Kayani has started off brilliantly here. 1 run in his first over, picked up the important wicket of Hassan Isakhal, and now he started off with a superb delivery against the skipper Zainullah Khan, who looks perplexed after having faced that delivery from Abdullah Kayani. Once again, looking to play that off the back foot. Not really sure what he's trying to do there. No turn on offer here for Abdullah. He's just looking to bowl and attack the stumps of Zain. So far, it's proven to be a successful ploy for Abdullah Kayani. Makes room for him this time. Fielder down there. Deep extra cover. Will keep it to a single. Dhruv Parash will read non-strike. Now these two batters, now that the power play is over, will look to now just rotate the strike, keep the scoreboard ticking, and maybe come together for an important partnership here. It'll be tough against someone like Abdullah Kayani. He's a very wily, smart left-arm spinner. Struck him on the pad. Yes, a shake of the head and the finger goes up. Another brilliant delivery from Abdullah Kayani. He's a master at this. He'll deceive you with pace, with spin, with guile, and you'll be beaten before you know it. Dhruv Parashar playing for the turn for a straighter one. Front foot in front and struck him straight. He's a goner. Abdullah Kayani was convinced. The finger was raised by the umpire, and Dhruv Parashar will not trouble the scorers. He walks away. LBW by Abdullah Kayani. He picks up his second one. 7 District Juniors now in a bit of trouble. 57 for 3. In at number 5 is Ammar Badami, another very experienced young cricketer for 7 District Juniors. They've done well in this tournament. They've punched above their weights for sure, have beaten a couple of good teams. Alif Farmer being one of them, who won the game today against TVSL. So they certainly have their confidence high, but now they're up against someone as good as Abdullah Kayani, who's proven to be a real thorn in their batting effort here. Nicely behind that, very technically sound here. And that's what you need against quality spinners. Good footwork, play with a straight bat. Buy your time. Get settled in. The run rate is decent enough for you to have a couple of quiet overs. They won't mind watching out a couple of overs, especially that of Abdullah Kayani's. Push that quicker. He's onto the back foot very nicely to defend that. The helmet he's wearing is a reminder that he is a UAE under-19 national cricket. Another good over from Abdullah Kayani. 2 for 2 in his 2 overs. Fantastic returns this so far. End of 7 is 57 for 3. This is not surprising, isn't it? Abdullah Kayani, the spinner, being successful, has prompted Danny Pawson to go from spin from both ends. Avinash Karya now being introduced from the school end. Zainullah will take strike. Push that through to the offside. Oh, he's thinking about a second one, but Jack Laffman is not going to give it away so easily. They are a very good fielding side, Dubai Wanderers. That's one thing you'll get from them. Avinash Karya gives away a single off his first delivery, and now he'll bowl to Ammar Badami. Should be a good contest this. The spinners of Dubai Wanderers against the exciting young batters of 7 District Juniors. We've seen throughout the day the faster bowlers going for plenty and the spinners enjoying bowling here. Again, it's not because they've found a lot of turn. There's been some assistance to the slower bowlers. Coming around the wicket, Avinash to the right-hander. That's a nice angle to bowl into. The ball goes across you and then comes back in as a right-hander. Never easy to deal with those. Oh, well bowled, and a good piece of keeping here from Ben Wilgos. He's taken the bails off, but umpire Nadeem Anjum says no, there's no need to go upstairs because his back foot was planted well inside. But a good delivery there from Avinash. Again, Badami playing for the turn. And that one went straight on with the arm. Yeah, caught on his front foot. Luckily, didn't lift his back foot. Otherwise, he would have been gone. Good work from Ben Wilgos behind the stumps. He's a very agile and quick mover. This time much more comfortable. However, it'll be straight to the fielder. This is good stuff from the Wanderers. They've really had a stranglehold with the 2 spinners in operation. A real choke here from 7 District Juniors. Unable to find the gaps, unable to find the boundaries after that good start in the power play. Bit of a tweak in the field. Keeping that leg side open, vacant, asking him to try and play across the line. But he's chipped this over towards mid-off. Luckily for him, didn't get the middle of the bat. Will only be a single as Clint will clean that up. Now it'll be Zainullah on strike. Already a good over this from Avinash. Just 4 off it. Batting suddenly looking very difficult here as soon as the slower bowlers have come on. He certainly enjoyed batting against the faster bowlers. Hassani Sahel was hammering into all paths. But ever since his departure, things have just slowed down here for 7 District Juniors. Another good over for the Wanderers. Just 2 off it. Avinash starts off well. 59 for 3. Abdullah will get a break after his first 2 overs. Rightly so. They might want to keep him and use him in those death overs. Aaron Lilly into the attack now. Seems to be slow is the way to go. This has been nicely pulled and into the gap. Good shot by Amar Badami. Slightly short there from Aaron Lilly. A little loosener. And he'll make maximum use of it. Amar nicely rocking onto the back foot and ensuring that he hit that in the gap between long on and mid wicket. Much needed boundary. That'll break the shackles slightly. However, they need many, many more of those. Bit of flight, looking to drive that, but he's hit it on his own foot, Amar. Very organized batter. Looks to try and play with a straight bat and down the ground as much as possible. That's what you like to see in a youngster. Yes, it's a shorter format, but you still have to get your bearings right, your basics right. Aaron has bowled this from behind the stumps. He's pushed this very nicely towards long on. They're thinking about a second, but Zain will advise against it. Skipper of the 7 District Juniors. He's struggled for runs as an opening batter. Got good starts, but unfortunately hasn't been able to convert them. Today's an opportunity for him to bat through the innings. His team will want him to do that. Cut away in the gap, luckily for him. Bit of work there for the extra cover fielder, but he'll give up because that has run away to the boundary as well. So good over this for 7 District Juniors. So far, a couple of boundaries in it. This one's too far outside off, and Zainullah has carried away strongly enough for it to reach the fence. 68 now. 7 District Juniors trying to come out of this stranglehold that the spinners have had on them. This over has been in their favour so far. This is high. Again in no man's land. couple of runs more for Zainullah Zain. Hasn't looked all too comfortable. His shots haven't been too convincing, so to say. And Aaron is adamant on just feeding him outside off, trying to ask him to go through the offside. Got that one lone fielder. This one's a bit straighter and a good stop. Very good fielding. And that'll end a good over for 7 District Juniors. 11 off it. It's 70 for 3 after 9. Yes, here's what happened in the previous over when Zainullah Khan was running. The umpire just advising him at the end of that run to ensure that he stays off the dangerous area. He's running right in the middle of the pitch there. Oh, that could have been another catch. Abdullah Kayani down at third man. Avinash Karya pushing that outside the off stump. Ahmad Badami didn't play it with too much conviction. Could have easily gone on to Abdullah's hands, but he'll survive. It'll only be a single. Important phase this for both the teams. Dubai Wanderers are at an advantage with those 3 wickets. They don't want to lose it. As for 7 District Juniors, they need to build. They need to ensure they don't lose any more wickets in the next 3-4 overs. Oh, very tentatively played down towards long on. Will only be a single. Amar Badami will come back on strike. Avinash Karya was good in the first over, gave away just 2 runs. Unfortunately, all that advantage was undone with that expensive Aaron Lilly over. 11 off that. Nice and straight again. A gentle push onto the leg side. A bit of a hesitation. But they'll eventually get the single. So this is good stuff from the 2 batters. They recognize that this is a period they need to consolidate, build again, pick up those 1s and 2s, keep the scoreboard ticking. And this is the right way to go. There's no point looking for those big shots because the run rate is decent enough. They can always catch up if they have wickets in hand. For now, it's about playing with soft hands and rotating strike. But Zain will try to do something else. Very nicely hit down the ground. He walks down a couple of steps and hits that towards mid-wicket again in the gap. Well played, Zain. 1 bounce into the fence. He moves on to 21 with that boundary. That'll make him feel good. Zainullah Khan, he has not looked himself today. Been a bit iffy the way he's played. This one's more class here, well driven from Zainullah. Another single added to the total. This over also fetching them 8 runs already. Slowly getting a measure of his bowling attack here and getting a measure of the wicket as well. Amar Badami now to take strike in the last ball of the over. Chip down. That should be in the gap and that should go for a boundary as well. A boundary to end the 10th over of the innings. Another good one for 7 District Juniors. 2 full from Avinash Karya and Amar Badami. Doing it nicely. Not looking to hit it too hard. Just ensure that he got the gap and hit it from the meaty part of the bat. At the halfway stage, 7 District Juniors now at an advantage. 82 for 3.
Well, so here you have it. Thank you very much, Samir. The second half of the innings underway. A good period of play after losing those 3 early wickets. They've now just steadied the ship. A good 25-run stand between these two. Zainullah Khan on 22 of 18. Ammar 12, runner ball 12. Good delivery this time by Aaron Lilly, bowling his second over. Going to be a very interesting second phase of this first innings coming up. So 82 for 3. Aaron Lilly will look forward to getting some breakthroughs here for his team. The Dubai Wanderers, mind you, they must win this game if they are to stay alive in the tournament. Still a couple of games to go on Thursday. Oh, that's close. That's very, very close. Even in spite of being down the pitch, it was quite adjacent, but usually more often than not when a batter is that much down the pitch, it's very difficult to give a decision because the ball has to travel a few yards and quite difficult to predict, honestly. So a fair call there by the umpire. It's been a good over by Aaron Lilly. Just 1 run off the first 5 balls. He's just been keeping things nice and tight, keeping it quiet, not trying anything fancy, just relying on his accuracy at this stage, Aaron Lilly. So another dot ball to end the over. Good over here for the Wanderers. Just 1 run coming off that Aaron Lilly's second over. 11 overs done. It's 83 for 3. So Big Berkey bowling his second over now. Clint Birkinshaw. Nicely flicked off the pads this time. Single towards square leg. Nicely done there. Good fielding by the Wanderers. They certainly are a team that is usually very, very strong and a very tight knit team when it comes to their fielding as well, the Wanderers. This is in the air, gets a bottom part of the bat, but very lucky that did not carry all the way, and very sloppy by the fielder. He made a big mess of that. That is sloppy to say the least. Goodness gracious, just look at that. Oh, he made a complete mess of that, didn't he? That's gone to the boundary towards that deep third region. Unfortunate. Clint Birkinshaw is not a happy man. Good delivery. Good comeback there by Clint. Ammar now 16 of 15. Nicely played there on the location. Flicked off the pads. So 6 runs coming out of the first 4 balls so far. The 7 districts juniors have a good little stand going here now. They were 57 for 3 at one stage, but since then Since Zainullah and Ammar have come together, they've got a bit of a partnership going. They've got to make sure that this is a big one. Oh, good delivery there. Backlin Bakan change of pace. Nearly foxing the batter on that occasion. Look at that back of the hand. Hit the pads going down the leg side. Quite definitely. So it looks like the skipper Danny Parsons going back into the boundary line. So dot ball to end the over. Good comeback there by Klinberg and Shaw. 6 runs off that over. 12 overs done, 89 for 3. So after 12 overs, 89 on the board. And Aaron Lilly comes into bowl his 3rd over now. It's been a tight little passage of play. Tightening the screws, trying to bowl some quiet overs here. The Wanderers, Klinberg and Shaw and Aaron Lilly bowling in tandem. Done quite well so far, but they'll need a breakthrough now. Oh, good delivery. Quicker one, this time outside off stump. Bit too late on that shot there, Zainullah Khan. Not giving anything for the batters, Aaron Lilly. 24 of 28 for Zainullah. He started off with a bang, but since then he's just quieted down. Started off with a huge 6 down the ground, Zainullah Khan. Off Aaron Wright. This is hit hard through the offside, and he manages to find the gap. That's a good shot there by Zainullah Khan. That got the middle of the bat, and that ball travelled to the boundary like a tracer bullet. It was hit very hard and hit really, really fiercely. One bounce over the fence. Much needed boundary here for the 7 Districts Juniors. 94 on the board now. One more delivery to go in the over. Oh, a misfield by Abdullah Kayani. So a single to end the over. Another 6 run over for Aaron Lilly. 13 overs done, 95 for 3. Alright, so 95 for 3 now. Abdullah Kayani. What a champion this man is. There's nothing this man can't do. Very good with the ball. Handy with the bat. Certainly an effective outfield as well. A complete cricketer, this man. And just look at those figures, to say the least. 3 runs, 2 wickets in 2.2 overs. Well, speaks volumes of what a champion left-arm spinner this man is. One of the best in the business here in the UAE, Abdullah Kayani, to name a few. Away Surfraz, the Vision Shipping. And in addition to that, you have the best of the business, Haider Ali of the 7 districts, who now plays in the ILT 20 as well. A special talent, that man, Haider Ali. So 3 more balls to go in the over, 97 on the board. Make some room. A single towards point. So 3 singles of the first 4 balls for Abdullah Kayani. He's been absolutely magnificent tonight as well. He'd like a breakthrough here though. Got 1 more over after this. He's got 2 more balls in this over. Can he get a breakthrough for his team? That is perhaps the $1 million question. So 4 runs of the first 5 balls. 1 more ball to go. 99 on the board. 42 run partnership between these two as well. A single. It's a bit of a misfield there by the chairman, Mr. Jack Luffman. And that single brings the 100 up for the 7 districts juniors. 100 for 3. 14 overs complete. 6 overs to go. Well, so Aaron Lilly continues, and once again another bit of a misfield there in the deep. Get another couple. Zainullah 34-36. He's got to make sure that he goes and makes a big one here tonight. Makes the start count for his team. 30s and 40s are not going to help. You just got to make sure that once you get into the 20s and 30s, especially in the T20 format, you have to make it count. You have to make it big. Get a 60, 70, and that is when you certainly would make a name for yourself and would perhaps help assist the team as well in order to put you into a good position. Wide on that occasion there by Aaron Lilly, slightly naughty. Flighted, played nicely this time. A single towards mid-wicket. Nicely played there, squeezing that out of the block hole. Another single down to mid off. So singles and twos coming up for the 7 districts. 6 runs coming off this over. Still 2 more balls to go. That is in the air, and the catch has been taken. That's a very, very good catch. Not the easiest of takes, to say the least, but certainly made sure that he took that with ease. That was Abdullah Kayani. You can't keep that man out of the action, don't you? Abdullah Kayani gets the breakthrough. A 49-run partnership comes to an end. Well, a shame, to say the least. But Ammar, after a gritty run of ball 21, has to walk back. Aaron Lilly picks up a wicket. 106 for 4. So the Wanderers getting breakthroughs in regular intervals. Another wicket for them, and what a glorious shot there by Aftab. Second ball he faces and he caresses it beautifully through the covers, getting to the pitch of the ball, and all he had to do was get his placement right and get full value for shots. That will give him some confidence. In fact, that is the first ball he faced there, Aftab. Off the mark with a boundary. 15 overs done, 110 for 4. And to take you through to the last 5 of the innings, it's going to be Samir Yunus.
Thank you, Atik. Abdullah Kayani to finish off his spell of 4 overs. He's been brilliant, 7 for 2. Zainullah, the skipper, is still out there for 7 district. Aftab has started off with a boundary. 110 for 4 with 5 overs left. A lot rests on Zainullah Khan. He needs to step up now and give 7 district juniors the kind of finish they need to get a big score. Couple of runs added to the total. The running between the wickets has been impressive by these youngsters. And these last 5, they're looking for at least 40 to 50 runs. These youngsters, 7 district juniors, done well up to this point, although wickets have fallen, especially that previous wicket, have really dented their plans for these last few overs. Another good looking shot on the offside, another 2 runs added to the total. Zainullah has been running quite well between the wickets. The skipper taking responsibility today. 40 or 40 for him now. Abdullah Kayani, he'd love to pick up one more, especially that of the skipper. That will really put Wanderers in the driving seat. Oh, almost there, almost there. That was very close to the off stump. Zainullah looking to make room and go through that offside. Very lucky to be still out there. That could have easily kissed the off stump. Abdullah Kayani with a block hole delivery there. This one's pushed through very flat, and that's in the gap as well. However, Aaron will cut that off, and another 2 added to the total. Zainullah has been out there from ball number 1, so he'll certainly been working hard. The skipper taken responsibility, looking to bat through the 20 overs. But you can see just with the kind of shots he's playing, wants to now try and find a couple of boundaries. 2 deliveries left in this Abdullah Kayani spell. And once again, he's turned out to be brilliant for Dubai Wanderers. He's just made life very difficult for batters. Powerfully hit and very well fielded as well down at the boundary line. Skipper himself setting the example for the rest of his team. This time it will only be a single as Aftab Javed will take strike for the last ball of this Abdullah Kayani spell. 117 on the board, 4 wickets down. 7 District Juniors need a move on from here onwards. Push that down. Abdullah Kayani with an attempt to try and stop that, but won't be able to prevent the single. 7 off the over. Abdullah gives away just 15 in his spell of 4 overs. Once again, a good night for him with the ball in hand. 118 for 4 after 16. Danny Pawson bowled just a 1 over in the power play. Gave away 13 runs. Hassan Issa Khel was playing him very nicely. Now he's back. Will probably bowl at the death and finish off. Starts off with the delivery outside off. This has been hammered away towards extra cover. Will only be a single. Aftab gets off strike, and quite rightly so, asking his captain to try and face as many deliveries as possible. He's been the one who's been out there for a long time now. Slower delivery. Deceived him with the change of pace there. Well bowled by Danny. Zainullah threw with the shot quite early. He was lucky he didn't touch the bails. It's certainly been unconventional the way he's gone about. Been quite a few streaky shots played by him, but he's done well to be out there for so long. This has gone high. Who wants this? Is there a fielder getting under it? Nope. And in the end, they'll be able to collect a couple of runs, Zainullah. Now that's the kind of batting that we've seen from him today. Quite a few balls going in the air, landing in no man's land. He's been riding his luck, and so far it has worked in his favour. 45 of 45. Half century for the taking for the skipper. Now that's the effort. Looking to get close to it, but this has been hit with some authority and a maximum to bring up the half century for the skipper. Nothing streaky about that one. Well played, Zainullah Khan. Came out to bat, and this short delivery has been dealt with very nicely. Off the middle of the bat and into the academy panels there. 51 for Zainullah Khan. He'll look for a few more shots like that in this business end of this innings. They've moved on to 127. 150 is a must against a quality side like the Wanderers. They need this win by Wanderers to stay in contention for that semi-final spot. They are at the 4th place of the table now. As Jack Luffman in conversation with the skipper, just getting their plans right against Zainullah Khan here. Some signs of dew as well, with the towels being brought out so early in this game. Doesn't seem too much, but this is high. Now then, will this be taken? Yes, it will be. Clint Birkinshaw down at long on. Probably one of the safest hands out there. And Zainullah Khan looking to accelerate after getting to his 50. Falls immediately. Danny Pawson picks up an important wicket, and the 5th wicket falls for 7 District Juniors after a good innings. Zainullah Khan has to walk away. A fine half century by the skipper, setting the tone for the rest of the innings. 51 of 47, 127 for 5 now. A much needed wicket for Dubai Wanderers as they get rid of the skipper. Now Atar Rahman, a new batter, walks in. And from what we've seen in the 2 games that have happened, it's not been easy for the new batters to come in and start playing their shots immediately. And Danny Pawson with the important breakthrough now. Now Wanderers will be looking to close this innings out without allowing any of the batters to go big. It will remain the same. Oh, nicely bowling into the right-hander. They're going for a quick single. In fact, they won the 2 as well. Danny Pawson is quick to it. Will prevent the second. Successful over for the skipper. He picks up the wicket. 7 District Junior 128 for 5. Clint Birkinshaw to bowl the 18th over. This has gone high as well. Jack Laufman trying to get to it, but won't have the legs to try and catch that. He's bowled 2 overs. Clint has picked up a wicket as well. So now it's about trying to close this innings out from Dubai Wanderers. Don't allow any of these new batters walking in to settle down. Aftab on strike now. Aftab. Oh, this is very nicely played. Very, very nicely played. It was a slower delivery by Clint. Probably the first full delivery that is bowled. And Aftab has done extremely well to hit that over the covers and 1 bounce into the fence. Don't bowl there on a track like this. Even a half-decent batter should be able to get you away. Yeah, back on that back of a length delivery, but it doesn't matter because he's hit that also quite nicely. However, Aaron Lilly down there will pick it up on the bounce and keep it to just a single. Good looking shots from Aftab, the last 2. Certainly can pack a punch. 6 runs off this over so far, so 7 District Juniors will look to try and capitalize now. They've got a good start to the over. Well bowled. Good change of pace. A bouncer. Didn't really expect it, Atar Rahman. Clint Birkinshaw bringing in the variations at this stage of the game. Yeah, I was asking for a wide. Looked like it went over his head. But in the end, the umpire says, no, mate, you're all right. A dot ball. This is high again, but it's in the gap. Long on has a bit of work to do. Skipper himself will clean that up, and a opportunity at the non-striker's end. However, the throw wasn't good enough. Another 2 runs added to the total. Clint will obviously bowl the last over as well if things go to plan for Dubai Wanderers. Just not in control of that, however, because it's landed safely, they were able to cross over for a couple of runs. Last ball then. Powered, but straight to the fielder. And is eventually held on to it, Jack Laufman. It got to him much quicker than he thought it would. He ran forward. Now take a look at what happened here. Hit very hard. And he almost overran the ball there, but he eventually held on to it while slipping forward. So another wicket for Clint Birkinshaw, and Atar Rahman looking to accelerate. Goes away for 4 of just 5 balls. It's 136 for 6. Nurullah will be at the non-strikers then. Because it's a new over, Danny Pawson will bowl his third. 136 for 6 now, with just 11 balls left. The idea will be to somehow get to that 150 mark. That will be a psychological advantage going into the second innings. Wanderers, well, they'll feel like they've done well. Nicely hit down towards long on. Will only be a single. They won't mind this at this stage of the game. The Wanderers, they want to just block the boundaries. Don't want to concede boundaries and extras. Keep those ones and twos. They'll be more than happy to give those away. Nurullah Ayubi, we've seen him hit the ball very strongly, very hard in some of the previous games. Can he repeat some of those heroics here and get them to a good finish? Down the leg side, that should be called a wide. Yes, it is. Danny Pawson just losing his line there. This has been one of the problems for the bowlers here. The wides and the extras have just plagued almost every team that has played here. Sometimes that ends up being the difference between the win and loss for most of the teams. 10 deliveries left. How many more can 7 District get? Oh, into the block hole. He did well to get his bat down on time. Crossover for a single again. Wanderers won't mind these. Done well to pull things back after Hassani Sahel got off to that flying start. Zainullah also getting that half century, but the rest of the batters have struggled to make a mark in this game so far. Slower into the block hole again. This has been hit very nicely and it will run away to the boundary. Nurullah Ayubi. In fact, that was Aftab on that occasion. He dug it out. And he's dug it out so well that it's run away to the boundary. Far from the fielder down at long on. Won't be able to cut it off. 143 now on the board. That 150 looking very much possible from here on. Tab has batted well. 16 of 8 is going at a strike rate of 200. Just what they needed at this stage. Can he pick up 2 more boundaries, 3 more boundaries in these last few deliveries? Nicely driven away, but straight to the fielder. Abdullah Kayani there cleaning up that one. A dot ball. Danny has been expensive. 30 runs in his 2.5 overs. He's got 1 more delivery left. The last over will probably be bowled by Clint Birkinshaw. Oh, that's a full toss. Might just be called a no ball, and to make matters worse, that's gone for a maximum. Won't be called a no ball. However, a result that 7 District will enjoy. A 6 to end Danny Pawson's spell, an expensive one. And the score moves on to 149 at the end of 19. 1 over left in this innings. Last over of the innings coming up. 7 District Juniors have managed to get 149 for 6. A spirited effort from the youngsters. As Clint Birkinshaw runs in. The first ball will be a dot ball. Nurullah Ayubi. Well, he'll look to get off strike. Let Aftab do all the batting, who's doing brilliantly, by the way. 22 of 10. The young right-hander applying those much-needed finishing touches to this innings. Been Hassani Sahel at the top and then Zainullah Khan with a half century. Now it's Aftab taking over with the bat. This is nicely hit. Very, very nicely hit, Nurullah Ayubi. Forget about getting a single. That was in the slot. And Nurullah has just powered that towards long off for a maximum. Almost felt an insult when I said that he needs to give a single to his non-striking partner. That I can do better than him. 150 comes up with that big hit. And fielder up in the circle. Never a good idea to bowl that line. Clint Birkinshaw will have to go back to his favoured BOL, as we call it. Now the fielder goes back to the line. Oh, where's that gone? That could have easily been another boundary. Missed out on that one, Nurullah. Looking to take the pace off, just unable to control it. And luckily for Clint, it'll just be a single. 7 runs off the over so far. 3 deliveries left. How many more can 7 District Junior pile up here? 156 is what they've got so far. Aftab is on strike. We've seen him play a couple of brilliant shots. Can he pull off 1 or 2 more? And not in control of that one. And that'll land safely though. It'll only be a single. Now Nurullah Ayubi is on strike. Flashy yellow pads, a red helmet. Very colourful out there today. Pink jerseys, orange jerseys. This is very, very high again. Clint is trying to get under it, but I don't think he'll get to it. They're coming back for the second. The throw is at the keeper's end, but it's wavered. Good running between the wickets. A lot of balls today have gone high up in the sky and landed very safely. So luck certainly has been on the side of the juniors. Look at that. Clint saw that going up. Started chasing it. And in the meantime, these two have done well to get a couple of runs. Right then, 159 on the board. Last delivery of this 7 District Junior batting innings. Can they finish with a maximum and end this innings on a high? Go back with momentum into the hut. Clint Birkinshaw will run in. Nurullah Ayubi on strike. Well, he's hit that well enough, but it's straight to the fielder. So an anti-climax for 7 District Juniors as they lose their 7th wicket of the last delivery of the innings. Abdullah Kayani with a simple catch at extra cover. And Clint Birkinshaw will finish with 3 wickets to his name, giving away 30 runs. Outside off, looking to power, got the toe end of the bat and straight to the fielder. In the end, good finish for 7 District Juniors. At one point, it seemed like they won't even get to 150, but they've done well, the young team, to get to 159, having lost 7 wickets. Hassanisa Khel at the top, a brilliant start by him, 37 of 19. Ahmed Tariq, Dhruv Parashar unable to contribute. Then Amar Badami and Zainullah Khan combined. Zainullah getting to his half century. Aftab Javed, a brilliant cameo from him, 23 of 11, applying those finishing touches at the back end of the innings. And Nurullah Ayubi with a couple of good looking shots with 10 of 6 and 8 extras, allowing 7 District Juniors to make it 159 for 7 in their allotted 20 overs. As for the bowling, well, Kamran Shaheen and Danny Pawson were expensive in the start on the power play, but then the bottom half, Abdullah Kayani, Clint Birkinshaw, Avinash Karia and Aaron Lilly providing much needed control with the ball in hand. Birkinshaw and Kayani both getting 5 wickets between each other, and that sort of halted the progress of 7 District Juniors from getting to a big total. Early on, it was a spin bowler that started things off, and Shaheen got whacked all around the park by Hassanisa Khel, and Danny Pawson wasn't spared as well. Some of those shots were really good looking. I'm sure his father will be extremely proud of him. Then came Abdullah Kayani through the gate, a first ball wicket, and Clint Birkinshaw got hit for a 4 by Ahmed Tariq, and the very next ball he hit it right up in the air, and a good catch by Jack Laufman. Amar Badami played a few good look. This was Dhruv Parashar, by the way, plumb in front. Then Amar and Zainullah Khan combined to play an important partnership. Amar departing after that. Danny Pawson at the back end of the innings. Zainullah Khan hitting him for a 6 and then holding out at long off. A good catch there again by Clint Birkinshaw. And in the end, after a couple of good looking shots, the wickets just kept tumbling. That full toss from Danny Pawson, last ball of his over, catching him a 6, and then this was the last ball that ended under wicket for Clint Birkinshaw. So after having won the toss and choosing to bowl first, Dubai Wanderers have considered 159 for 7. When they come back, they'll be chasing 160 in their 20 overs. We'll be back with the chase shortly.
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the second phase, the second innings, the chase of the Dubai Wanderers in pursuit of a 164 victory in what is an absolutely crucial game in the tournament. The Dubai Wanderers have got to make sure that they come out on top. They win this game if they are to have any chance of qualifying and getting a spot in the final four of the tournament. So 3 wins for them in the 6 games they've played. So this is going to be an absolutely crucial game. The last game of the group stage for the Wanderers. The 76 Juniors, on the other hand, they certainly are out of the tournament, but this is going to be very important for them. They've got 2 victories, and if they can create an upset here for the Wanderers, that certainly would give them a lot of confidence going in for the rest of the season, to say the least. So a lot of riding here going for both these teams, more so for the Dubai Wanderers as far as the Arabian Cricket League 2024 Season 2 is concerned, for a spot in the final four. But, well, take nothing away, because these 2 teams, in fact, the Wanderers are a very, very good team, and they thoroughly deserve a spot in the final four with how they've played. They boast some very, very good players amidst their ranks. The likes of the skipper, Danny Pawson, who's one of the cleanest hitters of the ball, and a lot of big talents in this team, such as Klinberg and Shaw, Abdullah Kayani, Salik Shah, I think not playing today, Salik Shah, but also Aaron Wright, Aaron Lilly, and still a lot of players. So here you go, first ball of the second innings, and the Jack Laffman opening the batting along with Kobe Hurft. Jack Laffman, the chairman of the Dubai Wanderers, in the playing 11 today, opening the batting, and straight away gets off the mark with a single. So Kobe Hurft now on strike. Got a lot of batting in the 11, so they've got to make sure that they provide the start for their team with the bat. Get some runs early on. Put the pressure on these youngsters, the 7 Districts Juniors. They certainly have impressed one and all with how they've gone about it. Posted a good score, 160, I'd say a pass score on this surface. But the Wanderers certainly would believe they got this game in the bag. Nicely played there with soft hands there, Kobe Hurft, and straight away gets off the mark in style. Would certainly do him a world of confidence for Kobe Hurft. Both opening batters now up and running with their accounts being opened. Said Suleiman opening the bowling for the 7 Districts Juniors, Syed Suleiman Haider. Going to be interesting to see how this young man goes about it. Good looking shot. Jack Laffman, very technically sound. He'll certainly want to get some runs here for his team. Has to get it going. Going to be very crucial that he gets a good start here, Jack. He's also part of the Desert Vipers team, Jack Laffman, of the ILT 20. They've got to make sure that they utilize these power play overs. The Dubai Wanderers make sure that they give nothing, absolutely nothing, for the opposition of a sniff or an opportunity to perhaps make a crawl back into the game. They'll want to make sure that they stamp their authority on the game early on. Swings that into the right hand on the location, says Suleiman. Kobe Huft, a decent player, very good batter. Technically sound. He certainly can hit the ball a long way. So he'll want to make sure that he provides that start for his team. But so far, the first over has been a good one for the 76 juniors. Just 3 runs coming off the first 5 balls. Good start here by Said Suleiman Haider. He's got to make sure that now he completes it strongly. Last ball coming up of the first over. And a bit of swing into the right-hander. Quite definitely going down the leg side. So a leg by there to end the first over. The Dubai Wanderers with 4 runs on the board without loss. Alright, so it's going to be Nurullah to bowl the second over. Opening the proceedings from the school end. Straight away a single there for Kobe Huft. So doing it in singles here so far, the Wanderers. It's been a watchful start. Certainly can afford to perhaps take an over or two to get the pitch, to get a measure of the pitch. Just have a feel for it and make sure that they can get their eye in for a few deliveries before they start going hard at it. Good delivery just outside off stump on the location. Just keeping it around that 5th stump line can be very tricky for a batter. Not the easiest of lengths to counter. Remains to be seen how Jack Luffman goes about it. Hope he can provide the start here for the Wanderers. It's a good delivery. An outswinger on the location to the left-hander. So Nurul Ayubi has had a good start. Just 1 run of the first 3 balls. That's going to be called a wide. Down the leg side. Jack Luffman trying to play that behind square, trying to sweep it across. Easier said than done, trying to sweep a left-hander. In fact, a fast bowler. Oh, good delivery. Once again trying to play across the line. There Jack Luffman, he's got to be careful with how he goes about it. So just 2 runs of this over so far with that wide. 4 balls for Nurullah Ayubi. It's going to be called another wide. So after having a good start here, Nurul Ayubi, now he's just trying to get that extra bit of pace and trying to do that bit of extra effort, and in the process he's ending up bowling a couple of wides here now. Nurul Ayubi. Oh, good delivery. Beautiful delivery there. This is what Nurullah has got to do. This is the third time in the over, in fact, that he's beaten that outside edge of Jack Luffman. It's again going down the leg side. It's a bit of radar issues here for Nurullah. 3 wides coming off this over. It's been a long over so far. He's unofficially bowled 8 deliveries in the over so far. He's got 1 more legal delivery to complete. Just got to make sure that he does the same what he did previously. Just keep it outside off. Oh, that's close. That's very, very close. The umpire lifts his finger. Well, Jack Luffman has to depart, has to walk back. I thought for a second that would be very, very interesting, because with the angle in which Nurullah was bowling wide outside off, and felt that maybe it was going down leg side, but I think it straightened at the last minute and just looked like it was a good decision by the umpire. And Jack Luffman, after a sedate start, unfortunately has to walk back. He's gone for just 2. The Wanderers losing their first wicket with 8 runs on the board. So Syed Suleiman Haider will be bowling his second over now. 8 for 1. New batter was walked in at number 3 is Aaron Wright. Once again another wide, and there's going to be some extras. So a couple of runs to start the over. Yet to get an official ball in. So not the kind of start that both teams expected. Bit of extras here and there, but they've still not run away with the game at this point. The Wanderers just 10 runs on the board with 1 wicket down with the start of the third over. The 7 Districts Juniors certainly will take it with both hands. Just nicely played on that occasion. Soft hands towards the fine leg for a single. So 11 for 1. Kobe Hurft, when he gets going, he certainly is a very good player, Kobe Hurft. Once again, a bit too late on the shot there. I think this will once again be called a leg by. Yes, it is. So already a few extras getting piled up here for the Wanderers. He's bowled him. Syed Sulaiman Haider with a jaffer of a delivery. Aaron Wright trying to go for that glory shot through the covers. Gets bowled, all ends up thanks to a jaffer. Just look at that, swung profusely into the right-hander. And Aaron Wright practically played all over it. Doesn't trouble the scorers much tonight. Just one run for him. Getting bowled of the second ball he faced, and a big wicket here. The 7 Districts Juniors will certainly be very thrilled with this start. 2 wickets down now. 12 runs on the board. 12 for 2. Well, in walks the skipper at number 4, Danny Pawson. One of the best batters here in the domestic circuit in the UAE. And perhaps arguably the best in the Dubai Wanderers setup. Surprised he's demoted himself to number 4. Usually he likes to bat at number 3. And one of the cleanest hitters of the ball that I have witnessed. And his success here tonight will certainly might be the difference between a spot in the semi-finals or perhaps a ride back home. So Danny Pawson has got to make sure that he digs deep and stays there out in the middle. So 12 for 2. Comes down the track and straight away goes over long off. And in fact, he does not time it. He makes a big mess of that, Danny Pawson. And another wicket falls for the Wanderers. Danny Pawson does not trouble the scorers. The Wanderers are in all sorts of trouble as the 7 Districts Juniors are making great strides. On top at this stage, the Wanderers are tottering. The 3rd wicket down, Danny Pawson does not trouble the scorers. This is a huge setback for the Wanderers. 12 runs now for 3 down. A fantastic second over here by Syed Sulaiman Haider. 2 wickets for 6 runs. 2 wickets in this over as well. He's done magnificently. What an over this is turning out to be. And what a big wicket. Danny Pawson. Well, that's an absolute disaster. as far as the Wanderers are concerned. A solid forward defense to start up with. So Aaron Lilly was out there to bat. 3 overs done, 12 for 3. So Nurullah continues. 1 wicket for him, the other 2 for his opening partner. So 12 for 3 in 3.1 overs. Kobe Huft on strike. Oh, that swung again. Kobe Huft trying to go towards the point region. Can be a risky ploy. Trying to open the face of the bat when the ball swinging in. So 13 for 3. Aaron Lilly yet to get off the mark. Oh, that's hit straight past the bowler's head. That was fiercely hit by Aaron Lilly, and what a way to open up his account. The second ball he faces, and he's hit it very hard past back the bowler. Brilliant shot there, look at that. Oh, the bowler was certainly taking evasive action. He did not want to put himself in the line of fire. Oh, that's close, but I think there was a bit of bat on that occasion. Saves him. So look at that again. Yeah, I think there was also slipping down the leg side. So 5 runs of this over so far, 3.4 overs. 17 runs on the board now, 17 for 3. It's been a good start by these youngsters. Once again, adjusting his length the moment he saw the bat advancing. Then Nurullah get a couple of runs. So 19 on the board. 1 more ball to go to end the 4th. Quick single towards point. In fact, the square leg. So 4th over now complete. 7 runs of that over. It's 20 for 3. So it's been a good start here by the 7 Districts Juniors. 4 overs, 20 for 3, keeping things nice and tight. Said Suleiman he continues. Why not? When you've picked up 2 wickets and given away just 6 runs of your 2 overs, might as well continue this momentum. A quick single towards mid-wicket. Overthrow, but no damage is done. Kobe Heft has had a slow start. 3 runs of 7 balls. Aaron Lilly 8 runs of 6. So Kobe Heft, he'll want to get a move on now for his team. Pursuit of 160. Good looking shot. That's a very, very good stroke from Kobe Heft. This time he got to the pitch of the ball, relied on placement, relied on timing, and he hit the nail on the head to perfection. Beautiful shot there by Kobe Heft. So 25 for 3. So another single to, in fact, a dot ball to start off with. So 3 more balls to go in the over. 25 for 3. That was a glorious cover drive earlier from Kobe Heft. 7 of 9 for him. Once again this time, and he gets caught at mid-on. Goodness gracious. Kobe Heft. He played a glorious shot at the previous ball. Once again a similar delivery on the slot. And if he had tried to go through that covers, he certainly would have done a lot better. But on that occasion, tried to go a bit straighter. The bat turning in the grip of his gloves. Slightly turning, gets a leading outside edge and lobbies it easily towards mid-on. So Kobe Heft, he departs for just 7 runs under his name. It's 25 for 4. Good catch there by Dhruv. Alright, so the new batter has just walked into bat is Clint Birkinshaw. The Dubai Wanderers, they're in all sorts of trouble now. 25 for 4. It's been absolute disaster as far as the Wanderers are concerned. But what a start this is by the juniors. They certainly have pulled the rug under the feet of the Wanderers. That's again very close, but I think that was doing a bit too much. Maybe just missing the leg stump. A bit too much swing there for the bowler. Look at that. Oh, yes. The ball did have another yard and a half to travel. So with that angle, it's very difficult to suggest if it did. So last ball coming up of the 5th. The first 5 overs have certainly belonged to the Wanderers. Here we go. Reaching for that Aaron Lilly. So ends the 5th over. It's 27 for 4. After 5 overs.
27 for 4 Dubai Wanderers. This is not where they would have wanted to be after the first 5 overs. Chasing over 150, 160 to be exact. They would have wanted a good power play. Unfortunately, they've lost 4 wickets. And the run scoring too hasn't been quick enough. Now Haris Khan being introduced, the left armer. Clint Birkinshaw wants a quick single. A direct hit would have had Aaron Lilly walking straight back into the hut. It's an inspired performance by these young boys. Starting off very well there, Haris Khan. Soft push by Clint Birkinshaw. Went for the quick single. Aaron had given up. It needed a direct throw. But what a wonderful bowling performance this has been from the 7 District Juniors. They've turned the heat up here at the ICCA Academy. 159 seemed like a par score. Now these bowlers have made it look like a mountain to climb for Dubai Wanderers. Short delivery, nicely cut away by Aaron Lilly. That sat up nicely. He did well to get that gap between point and cover, and that's raced away to the boundary. I need many, many, many more of these Dubai Wanderers if they are to get close to that target. Haven't gotten off to the best of starts. That required run rate 8.8 is easy to catch up on if they had wickets in hand. Unfortunately, Clint Birkinshaw and Aaron Lilly are out there earlier than they would have liked. Top order completely undone by 7 Districts bowlers. He's going to come around the wicket now. Haris Khan. Bowl into the body if possible. A quick drop towards point and another quick single. And good backing up by the fielder as well. They've been loud. They've been on their toes, 7 District Juniors. And they've got the result. They've got the start they wanted with the ball in hand. For early wickets, Zainullah Khan has led his troops well. Made a half century. Leading from the front with the bat. Now he's running the changes with the ball. And they've all contributed positively for him. This is high up. Where's this gone? One bounce into the fence. Again a bit of width offered. And Clint Birkinshaw has given it everything he has to get that to the boundary. So he gets his first 4. Haris Khan has been expensive in this over. Giving too much width to the 2 right-handers, and inside the power play, that's always going to be trouble. He's got a deep square leg in place. And now the third man has been dropped to the boundary. This is much straighter. Clint pushing that off his back foot. Will be a dot ball. They need these two to bat long, Dubai Wanderers. And keep that scoring rate high as well. Never easy. A situation like this, you're always caught in 2 minds. First, you want to guard against losing your wicket easily. Already 4 wickets down, but you also got to keep an eye on that scoreboard. That's the pressure you have when you're chasing down a total batting second in a T20. Pushed away towards point. Was thinking about a single, but won't be given. 10 runs off that Haris Khan over. End of the power play. A brilliant one for 7 District Juniors. 36 for 4. Well, Syed Suleiman has been brilliant for juniors. He's picked up 3 wickets and now he's going to bowl out here. was swinging back into Aaron Lilly, who's done well to swipe that towards fine leg, and that'll run away for a boundary. Slowly now, the Dubai Wanderers are finding the fence more often, and this will have to continue for them if they are to stay alive in this game. 120 runs more. Spraying onto the pads. Aaron Lilly did well to get enough bat onto that for it to trickle away towards the square leg boundary. First ball four, that should help in setting the tone for the rest of the over. Syed Suleiman has been brilliant with the new ball in hand. I would have thought Zainullah would have been tempted to go with a bit of spin early on, given that it's the spinners who have done well so far today, but Syed Suleiman had different plans. He's bowled very well to pick up these 3 wickets, and he's asked a lot of questions from the Dubai Wanderers batters. Bowling from wide of the crease, nicely driven away. There is protection down there. Will only be a single. And now that the power play is relaxed, it is going to be all the more difficult for these 2 batters to try and find the boundary more regularly, unless of course 7 District Juniors give them those easy hit-me balls. There's a very square third man in position, so we'll have to be careful with that wide outside the off-stump delivery. Even the faintest of edges can carry it to the boundary. This is very, very high. The fielder is getting under it. And has he taken it? Nope, it's gone through his hands. And it will just be a single. Good effort from the kid down there. I think it's Amar Badami who's put in the dive. But Clint Birkinshaw making his intentions very clear. Both of them, in fact, Aaron and Clint, looking to play some shots now. And really, we'll have to be careful here. That required run is still 8.6, so not really impossible. What they need now is a partnership at just over on a ball. Take the game deep. That will be the instruction for these 2. This is outside off. Hit down towards long off. Will only be a single. Good bit of fielding down there. That is Amar Badami, by the way. I think the catch attempted there. That wasn't him. But a good effort nonetheless. 44 for 4 now. 8 runs off this last over of Syed Suleiman. The swing seems to have died down. The movement seems to have stopped. But he's been quite accurate in the way he's gone about. This is driven towards extra cover. Will be another single. .45 for 4. 7th over in progress. 115 more runs needed for Dubai Wanderers. They'll have to win this if they are to stay alive for a spot in the semi-finals. Losing this would put them in a bit of trouble with a few more games yet to go in this championship category of the Arabian League 2024. Slower delivery. Nicely played by Clint. Saw it early, waited for it to get to him, and then he pierced that gap between point and third man expertly to find the boundary. Yeah, he waited and waited. As soon as the ball got to him, made sure he played it in the gap. And another important boundary for Wanderers. So now slowly picking the pace up. At the end of 7, it's 49 for 4. Right then, 7 overs done. All the fast bowlers will be now given a break as a bit of spin for the first time here for 7 District. Fast bowlers have done well though. They've picked up 4 wickets between them. And now Zainullah Khan looks to his tall spinner Dhruv Parashar into the attack. Seven overs done and dusted in this innings. Dubai Wanderers set a target of 160. have been put under the pump here. Although Clint and Aaron are now putting together a partnership, 24 between them. A good start by Dhruv. Straight to the field at fine leg. They'll manage to get the single. But he started off well. That's where he needs to be. You'll have to be careful in the way he varies his pace. You don't want to be too quick, nor do you want to offer too much flight. There's an in-between that Abdullah Kayani found in the first innings. That's where he needs to be. Yeah, that's nice. They won't mind these ones. And they're coming back for the second as well. This is good running. Playing in the gap with soft hands and a bit of a misfield from the skipper backing up there. I'd love them to come back for the third as well. Almost another one, but a little bit of complacency creeping in for the 7 district fielders. They've done well so far. They'll have to be careful. Don't want to give away the advantage. Hassani Sahel behind the stumps. He's got some experience as well. He'll be assisting his skipper to make the right moves. Nicely driven down towards long on. Will be another single. So Clinton Aaron here doing a bit of a repair job. This partnership worth 28 now. 29 with that single. Clint is on 15 of 19. Aaron Dilly 21 of 14. Both of them certainly capable of getting this target. And a good bit of fielding there from Dhruv off his own bowling. That's the kind of commitment you get with these youngsters. They've got energy, they've got fitness. They've got the hunger to perform at the highest level. Bit of flight offered, and this time he's able to beat the bowler towards the offside on that occasion. It'll be just a single. Now keeping the scoreboard ticking seems to be the plan. Don't want to play any rash shots too early in the piece. It's 8 overs still. Maybe bat together till about the 12th, 13th over. Then look to up the scoring. This has hit him on the pads. Dhruv Parashar thought about an appeal but withdrew from it immediately because that was certainly heading down the leg side. A leg by signal by the umpire. And 8 overs will be completed with that. 56 for 4. Well, it seems like it's time for a bit of wrist spin here. Amar Badami, talented youngster, will now come into bowl to Aaron Lilly, who's on strike. 21 of 15. Clint is on 16 of 11. These two are slowly finding some momentum here. Partnership now worth 31. It came together. Pressure situation. 4 early wickets lost. These two are now building the arc for them to sail towards the end. So far so good, but have to keep going. Was flat by Badami and a good bit of fielding once again. Keeping the pressure on. Well, the spinners certainly haven't found too much turn, but that's what has made the batters so doubtful in their approach. Down the ground, got too close to it in the end. And another dot ball. This is good stuff from Badami. 2 dot balls to begin with. You can just see the frustration from Aaron Lilly. He wants to play one of those release shots, and this might create an opportunity for 7 district juniors. You'll have to be careful here, Aaron. Can't get frustrated or bogged down. Yeah, there you go. Again using his feet. This time he's dropped the length back. Push that towards the leg side and will only be a single. Thought about a second, but Clint Birkinshaw will take strike now against Amar Badami. 103 required. That run rate is inching. Required run rate is inching towards 9. Lots of flight offered, and that's why Clint, his eyes lit up. He wanted to go big on the offside. Just took his eyes off at the last moment. Looking to try and hit that a little too hard and missing it completely. Varying his pace, varying his length here. Amar Badami. He's been on that fourth stump line consistently. Once again, they're slightly shorter. This time the point fielder won't be able to stop that on the first time. And that little misfield will allow them to get a single. But a good over so far, just 2 off it. And just what 7 District Juniors needed. Bring that pressure back. Now that required run rate has gone over 9 runs per over. And with every decimal point, the pressure will just keep building on these batters. Down the track again, dropped it short. This might be an opportunity, but the fielder hasn't collected it. Oh, those are the half chances that you don't want to let go. But a brilliant over nonetheless. Just 3 from Amar Badami's first one. 9 done, it's 59 for 4. Dhruv Parashar will bowl his second. And Clint Birkinshaw is on 17 of 13. Aaron Lilly taking strike. This one's outside the off stump and pushed away behind point. They'll come back for the second quite comfortably. And now the frustration will show on the batters. They need those boundaries. They need a couple of big hits just to break the shackles a bit. You can't allow that required run rate to go on towards 10-11. That's when it becomes very tough. That's hit him on the pads. Might just be outside off the impact. Oh, that's hit the umpire. And they've even run for the ricochet. And the non-strikers end. There's a direct hit there by Dhruv Parashar, who picked it up off the rebound. Umpire Sunij there getting hit because of the throw. But let's have a look at what happened here. Went for a quick single here. The throw from the wicket keeper. Ooh, that's on the calf muscle of the umpire. And on that, they look to get an extra run off that rebound from the umpire's calf. And that's when the run-out opportunity took place. That's what we want to see. Yeah, that direct hit. Yeah, it seems like Clint is well inside his crease. A good hit, good throw from Dhruv Parashar. But he's done his job, Clint Birkinshaw, in getting his bat creased in very nicely. And after getting hit, he has to also lift his leg. Umpire KT Sunij and show it a leg by. There you go. He's giving it a rub now. Now he's going to show. Well, it's the perks of the game, or rather, the boons of this game. He seems all right. Strong lad, Mr. Sunij. I'm sure he'll use some of that spray in the dressing room once he's back outside after this stint is done. Looking to repeat that little paddle. And Dhruv Parashar, to avoid that, has gone outside the off stump. And Aaron Lilly has done expertly well to guide that past the third man fielder and pick up a boundary. Very cheeky bit of cricket here from Aaron Lilly. Gave him the idea that he was going to go towards fine leg, but just at the last moment, opening up the face of the bat and guiding that past the third man fielder. Smartly done. Aaron Lilly moves on to 29 of 22. Looking to repeat the same. This time he's stuck on the pad again. A bit more convincing appeal there. But again, might just be outside off. Eight runs off this over. So they are picking up those 8-run, 9-run overs, Dubai Wanderers. They'll keep doing this at least until the 15th over. Then reassess and decide how they want to go about things. Nicely defended by Clint Birkinshaw, giving it the respect it deserves. Dhruv Parashar is finding a bit of drift here. Angling into the right-hander. That's Fuller. Duck it out and pushed it down towards long off. Will be a single to end the over. So halfway stage, Dubai Wanderers are 91 runs away from victory. 69 for 4.
So 69 for 4. We're in the last half of match number 54. Crucial, to say the least. 91 required. In fact, 90 more required for victory. Comes down the track. This man is going to be crucial, Clint Birkinshaw, if the Wanderers are to have a chance in this game, along with Aaron Lilly, who's going through nicely. 29. Oh, that was bowled wide outside off stump. They get a couple of runs. Good running. Certainly putting the pressure on these young lads, but you need to give a lot of credit to the 7 Districts Juniors. They certainly are giving a good fight for the men in pink. 4 wickets down. Hit hard, this time into the gap. A single towards the deep covers. A good partnership between Clint Birkinshaw and Aaron Lilly. 48 run stand. They came together when the team was in absolute disarray. They were 25 for 4. Since then, they've steadied the ship. They've got to make sure that they... Oh, an opportunity goes down. Goodness gracious. Once again, chances provided, not taken. How costly is that going to be? Well, that came in a very awkward height, to say the least. Well, you just cannot afford to miss opportunities that come your way. Disappointing, to say the least. The Wanderers, they certainly will take it. 11 overs done. What could have easily been 5 down, but the Wanderers remain at 74 for 4 after 11. Oh, that was a huge hoik there by Aaron Lilly. In fact, that was Clint Birkinshaw, Big Berkey. They need this partnership to keep flourishing here, the Wanderers. That's a big shot. Where's that gone? He's hit that miles and into the schoolyard. That's a maximum from Clint Birkinshaw. There you go. That's more like it. Look at that. Flighted. And Clint Birkinshaw was certainly up to the task. And he hit that a long, long way. Brilliant hit. And what a way to bring up the 50-run stand between these two. 55 now between Clint Birkinshaw and Aaron Lilly. They came at a time when they were down and out. They were 25 for 4. Since then, these two have played absolutely magnificently. A couple of opportunities going down. A couple of half chances. And there was one in the previous over which was a dolly, to say the least. Did come in an awkward height. But only the 7 districts have themselves to blame. This time gets a thick outside edge. Again wide of the fielder. And once again gets a boundary. Very fine towards that deep third region. Well, things are not going the 7 districts way, to say the least. They'd be quite exasperated with how things have panned by. Now 10 runs have come off Dhruv's third over so far. Straight away gets a single towards the covers. One more ball to go. 85 on the board. Aaron Lilly 32 of 26 on strike. Last ball of Dhruv's over. Neatly played towards mid-on for a single. To end the 12th, a good over here for the Wanderers. 12 runs come off the 12th. It's 86 for 4. 74 runs required for victory of 8 overs at a rate of 9.25. All right, looks like it's going to be Amar who comes into the attack. Flighted, comes down the track. He tries to hit that as well into orbit there, but does not make much of a connection there. And Lilly. This is going to be very interesting. The next 7 overs certainly will indeed have a lot of action. And he's bowled him! What a delivery from Amar! That was a quicker one. He just fired that in, and Clint Birkinshaw was on the back foot, trying to play that on the offside, and he misses a straighter delivery. And there's nothing much he could do about it. The 7 districts juniors strike at a crucial time, and Clint Birkinshaw has to make the long walk back. Well, the pendulum swings once again. Clint Birkinshaw, he has to depart for 31 now of 23 balls. The Wanderers, 87 for 5 now. In the last 7.5 overs, this is turning out to get really, really tight. 31 of 24. 3 boundaries and a 6 with a strike rate of a 129 for Clint Birkinshaw. Good innings, but unfortunately, maybe Remains to be seen if it is going to be enough. 87 for 5. New batter. Oh, they're asking the question. Getting an inside edge perhaps onto the pad. Maybe it did go off the ground as well. New batter is Will Parkinson. Walking in at number 7. Well, they'll need another partnership. But they'll need at least another 50-run stand to perhaps get them within striking distance. Oh, close call there. Not the right shot, but that was going down the leg side. Amar, but he's bowled beautifully. 2.4 overs, 1 for 9. Amar kept things nice and tight. Well, Parkinson gets off the mark. Amar Badami is bowled extremely well. One more delivery to go to end his third. Just 2 runs in this over, and most importantly, he did pick up the wicket of Clint Birkinshaw. Last ball of the 13th coming up. Oh, this was a bit too short. Loose delivery. But guess what? That loose delivery has provided a breakthrough. Well, 9 times out of 10, Aaron Lilly would hit that out of the park. That was certainly a hit-me delivery. The shot was on, but for somehow Clint, in fact, Aaron Lilly has perhaps maybe got a little tired and he's missed out on an opportunity there. Another wicket falls. Now consecutive wickets have fallen. Both set batters back in the dugout. The 7 districts juniors are right on top. 88 for 6 at the end of the 13th. So new batter, Abdullah Kayani, walks in at number 8. Certainly, he's no mug with the bat. He can handle himself. And he may be the last cog in the wheel here for the Wanderers if they are to get over the line. Parkinson has got to support Abdullah Kayani if they are to get anywhere close to this score. Abdullah Kayani has got to make sure that he harnesses the strike from here onwards, because it's going to be absolutely crucial that he faces the majority of the next 7 overs. Good looking shot there by Will Parkinson. Very nicely played. waited for the ball and made sure that he hit the gap. And the moment he did that, he will get full value for shots. That's a very good shot there by Will Parkinson. The first boundary for him. Short and wide outside off stump. And capitalized on it beautifully. Will Parkinson. Moves on to 5 now. Dhruv, slightly expensive. None for 29 of his 3.2. Oh, comes down the track there, but somehow manages to get some bat on that occasion. Will. Abdullah Kayani, now on strike. Certainly can hit the ball a long way. Still, memories are fresh at the start of the tournament, where when the Wanderers needed 5 runs for victory against the Fly Emirates, he smashed them over mid-off to get a victory for the Wanderers. Just the 1 out of the 3 victories that the Wanderers have managed to get in this tournament so far, courtesy to that man, Abdullah Kayani. Can he be the hero again tonight for the Wanderers? Gets off the mark, squirting it down to mid-wicket. So 6 runs coming off this over so far. The run rate is creeping ever so slightly, getting close to 10.5. Will Parkinson, 6 of 6. The question here is, will be able to do it? He certainly will have to do for the sake of his team. Will Parkinson, along with Abdullah Kayani. Last ball coming up off the 14th, 94 for 6. Last ball of Dhruv's spell. Can he get a breakthrough here? That's a slog swept towards the mid-on. A single to end the over. 7 runs of this over. The run rate once again going up towards 10.7. 14 overs done. It's 95 for 6. Well, this is swept. He's managed to find the gap behind square. It's running away towards that fine leg boundary, but very nicely fielded. Puts out the dive. A couple of runs for Will Parkinson. Moves on to 9 now. The run rate creeping up to 10.8 now. 63. 5.5 overs. But we'll take nothing away from these young guns. The 7 Districts Juniors, they played beautifully today. Certainly put the pressure on the season campaigners, the seniors, the Dubai Wanderers, and given them a good fight for their money. Oh, very, very close. Goodness gracious. Very nearly chopping it onto the stumps. Will Parkinson. Quicker delivery this time. Not the right shot. Trying to play a late cut for a delivery that is targeted straight at middle stump. Well, you are flirting with danger there, Will Parkinson. That may be going down the leg side. That will perhaps be called a leg bye. Yes, it is. Well, all eyes on this man. The last throw of the dice here for the Dubai Wanderers. Abdullah Kayani. He holds the key to the fate of the Wanderers. Will they find a spot in the final 4? Or is it goodbye to them? from the race to the final four spot tonight. Once again, good delivery. Abdullah Kayani, he's got to back himself to take the majority of the strike of the next 32 balls. .98 on the board. Oh, that's got the bottom edge. That's running behind the wicket keeper. Is that going to go to the boundary? Yes, it is. So 4 lucky runs, 4 streaky runs for Abdullah Kayani. He's not going to complain. But spare a thought for the bowler. He certainly will be extremely dejected, disappointed with that. Was a good delivery. Fired that into the right-hander, left-hander. And the 100 comes up for the Wanderers. 102 for 6 now. Last ball coming up off the 15th. Solid forward defense to end it. So 15 overs done. 100 up, 102 for 6. 58 required for them, the Wanderers, to book a spot, possibly in the final four. 102 for 6.
$102 for 6, 5 overs left in this game. As Zainullah has been introduced for the first time, the left arm wrist spinner. They do have quite a few resources, 7 district juniors from the bowling front. Zainullah has been skipper. Zainullah has been using them quite wisely so far, as Abdullah Kayani and Will Parkinson now look to put together a partnership. They've regularly lost wickets, and that's been the problem for them. Every time a past partnership seemed like it was blossoming, 7 district juniors have found ways to break that and throw the challenge back at the Wanderers. Oh, Abdullah Kayani, the left-hander. Typical slog sweep from him. He's put in the dive to save himself, but the throw wasn't all that great from Haris Khan. But a good start for the youngsters. Zainullah, he's been accurate so far. The first 2 deliveries going according to plan. Zainullah Rahmani is his surname. And now he'll bowl the right-handed Will Parkinson, spinning back into the right-hander. There won't be any turn on that occasion. We'll just go straight with the arm, and it's been pushed towards extra cover for another single. That required run rate now at 12 runs per over. 56 required of 28. The gap between runs and balls has doubled. Will these two be able to create some magic here for the Wanderers? And as my co-commentator Atik has been reminding you, they need this win to be in contention for that semi-final spot. Oh, this one's gone straight on with the arm again. Abdullah Kayani was expecting it to turn, but he's let that go straight, and a wide has been signalled because that was down the leg side. 1s and 2s won't matter here. 7 district juniors will be happy to concede the singles, but it's the boundaries they want to stop. Nicely pulled away, very nicely pulled away, but there is Dhruv Parashar down there, and not many balls get past him. One bounce to his hands, and it'll only be another single. Abdullah Kayani will get off strike. Well, Wanderers will be hoping that he stays out there till the end, takes the game deep, and if he can even bring it down to about 15 to 20 runs required of the last over, they'll believe that he can maybe, hopefully, get them through. Oh, that one stayed low. Will Parkinson waited and waited, never really arrived, and when it did, it was too low for him to try and get that away. It's a good over from Zainullah, just 5 off it. He'll have to finish and close off well here without conceding a boundary. Spirited effort this from the men from the boys in orange and black, calling them men would be asking for a lot, and he's gone. Will Parkinson venturing down the pitch, looking to maybe try and smother the turn, but unfortunately this one has gone straight on, and Hassani Sahel this time collects it cleanly and disturbs the timber. Zainullah Rahman picks up a wicket in his first over, and Will Parkinson will be the victim. 11 runs off 15, certainly not helping the cause for his team. Stumped by Hassani Sahel, bowled by Zainullah Rahmani. Wanderers lose their 7th. It's 107 for 7 at the end of 16. Abdullah Kayani has now been joined by Ben Wilgos, the wicketkeeper for Dubai Wanderers. Quite chirpy behind the stumps, but I'm not sure if he has too much to say now. His team 7 wickets down, 4 overs left, requiring 53 runs. And another change in the bowling here. And the spin will continue. Abdullah Kayani has pulled that away into the gap. Long on fielder should be able to cut that off. Yes, he'll keep it to a single. Yeah, that's all they'll get off the first ball. Muhammad Aftab Javed batted brilliantly. Scored a quick fire 20 to get them, propel them to that 160. Now he's been given the ball in hand in the 17th over to try and maybe close out this game as quickly as possible. 3 wickets left as Ben Wilgos takes strikes for the first time. Round the wicket to him. He's struck him on the pad. Why is he not appealing? Maybe the ball going with the arm and going down the leg side. Yeah, that's probably not worthy of an appeal as well. Ben Wilgos is a very busy cricketer. Looks to walk and shuffle across the stumps regularly. This time he's got bat on to ball and get off the mark with that single. It seems like 7 District Juniors have got this match wrapped up in their hands. But that man on strike, Abdullah Kayani, he's not going to let go. 15 runs required per over. Certainly capable of hitting a few lusty blows, and they'll need quite a few of them. 51 required from 21 deliveries. One big over of about 20 to 30 runs, 20 to 25 runs. Can change things around here. But it just hasn't looked like he can cut loose here. The bowling has been brilliant, as a result of which Abdullah Kayani has been asked to play that quiet and slow roll. Just 9 of 8 so far. Good over this from Aftab as well. Just 3 runs off it. 110 now. 50 required in 20 deliveries. 15 runs per over is what Dubai Wanderers need. They don't have wickets in hand. Hit straight back at the bowler, and look what has happened there. And in the end, 7 District won't complain because they've got rid of the one man who could have, who would have, who should have hit the runs for Dubai Wanderers. Look what has happened there. An innocuous full delivery. Ben Wilgos hit it straight back at the bowler. We thought it was drop catch, but it's gone on and hit the stumps. And Abdullah Kayani at the non-strikers end was short of his crease. And can you imagine how upset Ben Wilgos must be? But a wicket nonetheless, and the wicket of that big man, Abdullah Kayani. And with that, the hopes will walk away for Dubai Wanderers. Made just 9 of 8. And the 8th wicket falls for Dubai Wanderers. 110 for 8. The 8th wicket falling for Dubai Wanderers in one of the most bizarre forms ever. A dropped catch that goes straight to the non-striker's stumps, and the non-striker found wanting outside his crease. Abdullah Kayani being the victim there. Last ball of the over coming up from Aftab. He's given away just 3 runs and effected that rather involuntary run out there. Slip in place. A very wide slip at that. This one's been pushed towards long on, and a direct hit would have had him. Good bit of backing up as well. Good over from Aftab, just 4 off it. Nelson's up on the board for Dubai Wanderers. They've lost 8 wickets for 111. Right then, 3 overs left in this game. 7 District Juniors are bossing it throughout this innings. 111 for 8. Now, another change. Zainullah, the skipper himself, will have a ball. Ben Wilcox there, taking a last-minute guard there. Slip is in place for the skipper. Pushing that off his back foot. They're calling for the 2. But I think Wanderers themselves have now given up trying to chase this. Here's another look at what happened to Abdullah Kayani. Hit straight back at the bowler, goes through his hands and it hits the stumps, and Abdullah Kayani cannot believe what has just happened. Lots of flight. Unable to get bat onto that. Avinash Karia is the new batter out. And now he's just going through the motions for both these teams. There's no batter left in the Dubai Wanderers dugout to come and or even try to come out and score these remaining runs. A disappointing performance with the bat in the end. I thought they bowled well to restrict 7 District Juniors to 159, especially the way 7 District Juniors started off at the top. Hassan Isakhel going all guns blazing. However, it turns out even that 159 was too much because their bowling has been brilliant. 7 Dubai Wanderers have only themselves to blame. Once again playing off the back foot. It's called for the 2, but will only be a single. They're very proud of themselves, the youngsters. 7 District Juniors have dominated proceedings out there in the middle. Put up 159 with the bat. Zainullah Khan has had a good day, a half century with the bat. Lots of smiles and jokes all around. And why not? They've beaten a good team and another wicket falls. Another stumping. This one stayed low. Avinash Karia looking to get down the track. Misses it completely. And Hassan Isakhel does the rest. 9th wicket falls for Dubai Wanderers. Now they are in danger of getting all out here, getting bowled out here against a very young but spirited and inspirational side in the form of 7 District Juniors. Avinash walks away. It's 114 for 9. It will be Kamran, the last man in for Dubai Wanderers. Kamran Shaheen in this side as a bowler, so no real hope left here. As Zainullah Khan picks up his first wicket, the skipper has had a good day out there. 60 runs with the bat, was the mainstay in that innings of 7 District Juniors. Well, it just backed away at the last moment, and the umpire says, fine, we'll give you a dot ball. I think Kamran wasn't ready to take guard there. I think his equipment, he seemed ready, but just at the last moment after the ball was delivered. That's kind of different. But yeah, maybe he just looked up and first thing he sees is Zainullah in his stride. And therefore, Was taken by surprise. They're not going to give that, Zainullah. You're asking for too much now. These youngsters are having a good time out there, and why not? They've done brilliantly. End of 18, 114 for 9. One wicket left. Zainullah Rahmani will bowl as Ben Wilgos. Had a nice looking shot there. That should run away to the boundary. So very much against the run of play. Ben Wilgos picks up a boundary in the penultimate over. Still 42 runs away from victory. Was outside the off stump. He's picked it up and hit that in the gap towards mid-wicket. The field is pretty much in to Ben Wilgos. They've got that deep square leg and long on fielder. Offside is very much packed inside the 30-yard circle. This time once again he's pushed that off the back foot. This time there is a fielder there. Amar Badami cleaning it up. Will only be a single. That'll bring Kamran Shaheen on strike against the left arm wrist spinner. Every bowler that Zainullah, the skipper, has introduced has done well for 7 District Juniors. That bodes well for this young team. They're a sign of the talent and the progress that UAE domestic cricket has made. And these are the boys that will go on to represent some of the bigger teams, or even this team itself, as they grow and mature and become only better and better at this sport, as this game that they love so much. It's been a spirited and inspiring performance from them, and it's a good sign for things to come. I'll get some bat onto that one, straight to the fielder. Haris Khan didn't know too much about it, somehow got a hand to it, and will keep it to a single. Can they bowl them out? That should be a real confidence booster. That should be a real psychological advantage. Bowling out the opposition after having posted a decent total, winning the game by over 30 runs. Dubai Wanderers have been left wondering. Too close to cut and go straight to the fielder, Ben Wilgos. Hit that straight to the point fielder. Will be another dot ball. 121 for 9 now. 8 deliveries left in this game. 1 wicket away from victory. This one's also straight to the fielder. Mix up and a run out to finish things off here. Clear misunderstanding between the two. The non-striker Kamran wanted it. Ben Wilgos wasn't sure, and in the end, Hassani Sakhel will disturb the timber and finish things off here. Good pick up and throw from the fielder there. No real hesitation from the fielders, but a lot of hesitation and miscommunication between the batters, and a sorry effort from Dubai Wanderers with the bat in hand comes to an end as they get bowled out for 121 in response to trying to chase 160 that was set up by 7 District Juniors, who batted first in this 54th match of the ICCA Academy Arabian Cricket League 2024. Solid performance both with bat and ball. They've been dominant, they've been ruthless, and they've certainly made a mark and got people talking about this young talented team. Winning the game by 38 runs, 7 District Juniors, led by their skipper Zainullah Khan, made a fine half century, played the anchor's role in helping to set up that 159 that they scored. Handshakes between the two teams. Dubai Wanderers will certainly appreciate the opposition for the way they have played this game. Well, the Wanderers Airlines never really took off, did it? The top order, Jack, Kobe, Aaron, Danny, none of them getting into double digits. Aaron Lilly and Clint Birkinshaw, they both put up a bit of a resistance. Just when it seemed like they were getting a move on, they both lost their wickets very close to each other. But then onwards, Will Parkinson, Abdullah Kayani unable to make meaningful contributions. And then it was just a matter of formality as the rest of the wickets just kept tumbling. And the Dubai Wanderers got all out for 121 with 15 extras on offer as well. So that's something 7 District Juniors will look to improve as they go on. Lots of bowlers tried today. Haris Khan being the most expensive, just the one over to him. But other than that, the rest of the bowlers all turning up very well. The pick of them, Syed Suleiman Haider, 3 for 24 in his 4 overs. Set the tone early on in the power play. Picked up 4 wickets early on. 7 District Juniors. And then in the middle, Amar Badami with his spin, picking up 2 for 16. Zainullah Rahmani, the left-arm spinner, 1 for 12. And the skipper himself picking up a wicket, giving away just 3 runs in his over. But it's all about the bowlers. Some brilliant stuff from the fast bowlers at the top. None of the batters looking comfortable. Syed Suleiman there with some very good bowling. Relentless, making use of the conditions and forcing the Dubai Wanderers batters to play those wrong shots. Then there was a partnership between Clint Birkinshaw and Aaron Lilly, which unfortunately couldn't really kick on despite starting off well. They both played some good looking shots, but that just wasn't enough. They had to stick around till about the 15th over. In the end, it was that delivery from Amar Badami that got rid of Clint Birkinshaw. Then Aaron Lilly pulled a good looking shot, but straight to the fielder. From then onward, it was just wickets after wickets that kept falling. Yes, there was a couple of boundaries here and there, but Dubai Wanderers were just all over the place in the way they batted. This was a freak run out at the non-striker's end of Abdullah Kayani. He was their last hope. And Zainullah also among the wickets, the skipper picking up of Will Parkinson. And this was the last run out that took place that resulted in Dubai Wanderers getting all out here at the ICCA Academy, resulting in 7 District Juniors winning the game quite comfortably. They won the toss, Dubai Wanderers, wanted to bowl first, put the 7 District Juniors in. A fine half century from Zainullah Khan at the top, 51 of 47. Hassan Isakhel gave them that start that they needed, 37 of 19. And Aftab with a brilliant finish, 23 of 11. Clint Birkinshaw picking up 3 wickets, giving away too many. Abdullah Kayani, economical and wickets as always for him, 2 for 15. And they ended up with 159 for 7 District Junior. And in reply, Dubai Wanderers never really got going. Start from Aaron and Clint, but they just couldn't capitalize on that. Syed Suleiman picking up 3 wickets and Amar Badami 2 for 16, only making 121 for 10 and getting all out in under 19 overs. 7 District Juniors winning this game comfortably by 38 runs and moving up in the table in their position. We'll take a quick break, and when we're back, it will be Atiq Nizam with the post-match presentation.
Hello and welcome to the post-match presentation for match number 54 of the Arabian Cricket League, which was played between the 7 districts and the Dubai Wanderers. Before we begin, we'd like to thank our sponsors for the unwavering support. The tournament organizer being the ICCA Academy, the streaming partner FanCode, the support sponsor 7 districts, the YouTube streaming partner Cricfit, and the broadcast and event partner Sport Ethics. In this match number 54, the Wanderers winning the toss and electing to bowl first, the 7 districts posting 159 for 7, and in response the Wanderers being all out for 121. The 7 districts juniors winning by 38 runs. Well, we'd now like to invite Mr. Iftikhar Ali to hand over the arsuk.com Player of the Match award, along with a special gift hamper from arsuk.com. And the arsuk.com Player of the Match goes to Mr. Zainullah Khan for a very well made 51 of 47 balls with 3 boundaries and 2 sixes, and also picking up a wicket. Certainly very well played. Made sure that he got his team over the line. Also, please do collect your gift hamper as well. Something very special that you can use for yourself. Well, congratulations, Zainullah. Very well played. How does it feel? You have upset a very good team like the Wanderers. I'm sure it must be feeling very good.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. First of all, thanks to my dear Allah. Alhamdulillah, I'm feeling well. And we got, in the starting, we got a good start, like how the Hassan was playing, like in first 4 over. Then 2-3 wicket got early. So then I changed my plan to play the full 20 over and lead from the front.
Brilliant. Now you guys have now beat a couple of very good teams. Previously you all beat Ali Farmer. Today you beat Dubai Wanderers. How does it feel?
Alhamdulillah, it's our team is now gel and everyone is like in confidence because we are playing against good team, and the good thing is that we are winning against the good team. So it's a good for us also and for our team also.
Brilliant. All the very best and go well for the rest of the season. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Well, there you